On Halloween night in 1963, in the fictional suburban town of Haddonfield, Illinois, 6-year-old Michael Myers stabs his teenage sister Judith to death with a chef's knife. For 15 years Michael is incarcerated at Smith's Grove Sanitarium. On October 30, 1978, Michael's psychiatrist, Dr. Samuel Loomis, arrives at the sanitarium to escort Michael to court for a hearing. Michael escapes Smith's Grove, killing a mechanic for his coveralls on the way back to Haddonfield. He steals knives, ropes, and a white, expressionless mask from a hardware store. On Halloween, Michael sees secondary school student Laurie Strode drop off a key at the long-abandoned Myers house that her father is attempting to sell. Laurie sees Michael following her throughout the day, but her friends Annie Brackett and Linda Vander Klok dismiss her concerns. Loomis arrives in Haddonfield and finds Judith's tombstone missing from the cemetery. He meets with Annie's father, Sheriff Lee Brackett, and they investigate Michael's house, where Loomis tells Brackett that in the 15 years he's known Michael, he's realized that he is pure evil. Brackett is doubtful of the danger but goes to patrol the streets, while Loomis waits at the house, expecting Michael to return. That night, Laurie babysits Tommy Doyle, while Annie babysits Lindsay Wallace across the street. Michael follows them. Annie later takes Lindsay over to the Doyle house to spend the night so she can pick up her boyfriend Paul. When she gets into her car, Michael appears from the back seat, strangling her and slitting her throat. Soon after, Linda and her boyfriend Bob arrive at the Wallace house and find it empty. After having sex, Bob goes downstairs to get a beer, where Michael pins him to the wall with a kitchen knife. Michael then poses as Bob in a ghost costume and confronts Linda, who teases him to no effect. Irritated, she calls Laurie to find out what happened to Annie, however Michael strangles her with the phone cord. Loomis finds the stolen car and searches the streets. Suspicious of the phone call, Laurie goes to the Wallace house and finds her friends' bodies, as well as Judith's headstone, in the upstairs bedroom. She flees to the hallway, where Michael appears in the dark and slashes her arm. Laurie narrowly escapes and runs back to the Doyle house. The intruder sneaks in through the window and attacks her again, but she incapacitates him by stabbing him in the neck with a knitting needle. Giving time for Tommy and Lindsay to escape, Laurie pokes his eye out with a coat hanger and in the chest with his knife. Michael awakens once again and slowly approaches an unsuspecting Laurie. Loomis sees the kids running from the house and goes to examine, only to see Michael and Laurie fighting. Loomis shoots Michael once in the head and 5 additional times in the chest, knocking him off the balcony. Loomis walks to the balcony and looks down to see that Michael has disappeared. Unsurprised, he stares off into the night as Laurie sobs.